In addition to the 4 Agile values, there are 12 Agile principles outlined in the Agile Manifesto. These principles are software-centric, so if you are not developing software, you can skip to the next video. But if software is what you develop, you will improve significantly by correctly understanding these principles. They are not rules for practicing Agile, but a way to help you think in an Agile way. In this video we will review each of the 12 Agile principles and see how they should be understood. I'm your coach Tahir, and welcome back to another episode of Agile Vibes. Agile Principle 1. Our highest priority is to satisfy the customer through early and continuous delivery of valuable software. There are 3 key concepts embedded in this principle. Customer satisfaction is the highest priority. Making continuous delivery, and producing valuable software. The best way to ensure you make customers happy is to continuously deliver valuable software. Unlike earlier approaches to product development, which had notoriously long development cycles, Agile principles encourage short development cycles and getting a working product in the hands of customers as soon as possible. This allows getting early feedback from real customers. This feedback is then used to guide the next development cycle. Agile Principle 2. Welcome changing requirements, even late in development. Agile processes harness change for the customer's competitive advantage. In today's world, change is the only constant. To stay competitive in the market, your customers need to respond to market changes quickly, and you need to support your customers. Previous approaches to product development often tried to resist change. Detailed, well-documented plans were made and set in stone before a single line of code was written. Agile principles support responding to customers' changing requirements even in the late development stages, and adapting the development plans as necessary. Agile Principle 3. Deliver working software frequently, from a couple of weeks to a couple of months, with a preference to the shorter timescale. Agile thinking favors breaking development of a product into smaller components, and shipping those components frequently. This results in less time spent creating large amounts of documentation or complex plans, and more time spent writing the actual code, which speeds up development and allows for more frequent releases. More importantly, this frequent release approach allows you to validate your product ideas and strategies through regular feedback from clients and end users. Agile Principle 4. Business people and developers must work together daily throughout the project. In traditional waterfall approaches, business owners were viewed as separate and distinct from a project team, which severely limited communication with them. Agile thinking turns this view on its head, requiring people with business insights about the product to be part of the product's team. Regular communication between business people and technical experts helps both sides understand each other better and builds trust and transparency. Agile Principle 5. Build projects around motivated individuals. Give them the environment and support they need, and trust them to get the job done. A key part of the Agile philosophy is increasing the motivation of team members by giving them more autonomy and helping them become self-managing. Being a good Agile leader means making sure your Agile teams include people with the right skill sets to get the job done, and responsibilities are clearly defined before the beginning of the projects. Agile Principle 6. The most efficient and effective method of conveying information to and within a development team is face-to-face conversation. The fact that we have a special area of our brain devoted to recognizing faces and facial expressions suggests that face-to-face dialogue is important. And a recent paper in the Journal of Neuroscience indicates that this is indeed the case. While it is common today to have geographically distributed teams, effective communication means getting your discussions out of email and favoring more face-to-face conversations, even if done by video calls. Agile Principle 7. Working software is the primary measure of progress. This principle is reminding us that if we're in the business of building software, then that's where our time should be spent. On the other hand, it is cautioning managers against using metrics and KPIs that do not measure our progress towards the primary goal of creating working software. This mentality helps to get products to the market quicker rather than let documentation or perfection become a bottleneck. The ultimate measure of success is a working product that customers are happy with. A useful product now is better than a perfect one later. Agile Principle 8. Agile processes promote sustainable development. The sponsors, developers, and users should be able to maintain a constant pace indefinitely. Keeping a constant pace of development despite rapid and frequent changes and bottlenecks requires a high level of motivation and excellent teamwork among members of the Agile team. It can become hard to achieve this if expectations are set too high. The idea is to keep the morale high and improve the work-life balance to prevent burnout and turnover among members of the Agile teams. Agile Principle 9. Continuous attention to technical excellence and good design enhances agility. Product managers often fail to grasp the technical debt implications of any new features or initiatives. While an agile way of thinking encourages shorter development cycles and frequent releases, it also stresses the importance of keeping things neat and tidy so they don't cause problems in the future. Refactoring cannot be an afterthought, it needs to be an ongoing consideration. Agile Principle 10. Simplicity, the art of maximizing the amount of work not done, is essential. Agile principles encourage doing the things that can have the most impact. This thinking is supported by the 80-20 rule, the concept that you can usually get 80% of your intended results with just 20% of the work. In the context of product development, this means prioritizing the 20% features which provide 80% functionality. This requires a clear understanding of product goals and making correct prioritization decisions, which minimizes the amount of work that needs to be done. Agile Principle 11. The best architectures, requirements, and designs emerge from self-organizing teams. In traditional software development methodologies, you'll often see pyramid-shaped teams where a single project manager makes key decisions for the team. Agile principles promote the use of self-organizing teams which use a flat management style where decisions are made as a group rather than by a single manager. Giving people the freedom and autonomy to choose how they achieve their goals creates a higher level of personal engagement and motivation, which results in better quality. Agile Principle 12. At regular intervals, the team reflects on how to become more effective, then tunes and adjusts its behavior accordingly. Agile way of thinking focuses on continuous learning and continuous improvement. Agile principles promote experimentation and change. Agile teams work with a mindset that just getting the work done is not good enough, we must strive to find ways of getting it done better and faster. Thus, Agile is not about following a strictly defined process but regularly reviewing how we work, finding areas which can be further improved, and fine-tuning the processes regularly. Now that we have discussed the 4 Agile values and 12 Agile principles, the next question is, how do we put this knowledge into practice? How can we use these values and principles in our day-to-day work? That's where Agile frameworks come in. Different frameworks have been created to suit different work environments. In our next video we will learn more about different Agile frameworks and understand the Scrum framework in detail. Until then, thank you for watching Agile Vibes. I'm your coach Tahir and I'll see you in the next video.